We are working on an Angular project to make a shared calendar. So the last thing that we worked on is adding Firebase authentication. We've got that hooked in, so you can log in using Google OAuth right now. And I think we still have a few tasks left related to that. So first of all, there's Logout. We're not actually logging out from Google. When you click Logout, we just log out from the app. And then we've got another card here for updating the user on login. So that's if like you go to Google and you change your name or whatever, and then you log in here, it'll show you the updated name.
So with the logout, so if you click the logout button right now, what happens?
I
Okay,
think
so
it
if you
just takes you to this route. I don't think we did anything.
so if you go to like slash, what was it, dashboard or home or something?
Mm, maybe we did do something. We're definitely not calling logout through Firebase's authentication, but maybe we clicked
Right.
stuff.
I wonder if we do the sign out, will it require you to log back in again? Like type in your password and everything?
Probably.
Because I sort of wonder if we
If we want
like maybe
that.
we don't care.
It's
Because like I kind of like being able to switch between accounts, you know?
yeah.
I don't know.
Hmm.
And we can see what it does and we'll
Yeah.
just
Okay.
figure out.
Sure. So right now all we're doing is we're calling onlogout.next. So presumably something's listening for that. Top bar. Oh, it's just clearing the user, which is stored on the top bar. And then
Okay.
I think that's it. And then we
So how do we
refresh
fetch the
the route.
user?
There's a cached user on user service. What do you mean by how do we fetch the user?
So I guess how do we populate user? It's
Okay,
like in the top
so
bar, we said user is null.
yeah. Um,
Okay, so it's on
so
login.
on
That's how we
login. Yep, then it
populate.
grabs it from the user service. So in
Oh,
user service login.
sorry.
Mhm.
The other thing that we have to do too is that is authenticated.
Mhm.
That also needs to look at Firebase, right?
Right. Yeah, so if you close the browser window, oopsies, I just hit my
Yep.
foobar. If I just close the browser window and then open it again, it should recognize that I'm logged in. So
Yeah.
do we want to store information in local storage for like the...
I think Firebase does this already.
Oh, yeah, I think you're
So
probably right.
there must be an API or something.
Okay. All right, so we got to look into that.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we should do that first before logout.
Okay. Okay, so let's see.
How's my audio, by the way? Am I like too loud?
You sound fine to me on Discord, but I don't know if like the recording balance is
Okay.
low.
Let's see. I'm gonna
Would
turn
I?
my
Okay.
speaker on
Okay.
for my laptop. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, I think my audio is like way louder than yours.
Okay.
Um, let's see. Let me push this up. Sorry.
That's okay.
Keep going.
All right. So let's see if we can find the documentation for like resuming a session or handling account exists with different credentials, authenticate with Firebase. Here's sign out. The provider credentials.
All right. I'm going to reduce my output volume.
Okay.
I'm going to reduce my output volume. Still way loud. Still way loud. All right, now it's 10%.
Okay.
All right, now it's 10%. It's still way too loud. All right, well, I don't know what to do. Oh, wait, I can try it. Sorry. I should probably work on this stuff before I start streaming.
That's all right.
I've got a volume control somewhere. That
It sounds a little quieter.
testing 1 2 3.
Hello.
All right, we'll go with that.
Okay. Do you remember where you saw the like resuming a session documentation?
I don't know that I ever actually saw it. I'm just
Oh.
assuming.
Oh, okay. I bet you we have to do that. I bet it's not a Firebase thing.
Is there like an is authenticated call? Or maybe we just try
Question.
authenticating again. I don't know.
Hmm.
Can we do like Firebase auth? Okay, so this guy's saying firebase.auth function.current user. Yep.
There it is. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see what that gives us then. So I guess where is init called? Uh, oh, an app component. Okay. Okay, so what we probably want to do is we initialize the app and then just see if we have a user. Is this asynchronous?
The init call.
Yeah.
Oh, like all that stuff. It's a good question. I don't know.
Hmm. Okay. Well,
Let's just assume that it is.
okay.
I feel like. Um, oh, okay. So you're just trying it out.
Yeah.
All right.
What is a Firebase current user? A
I wonder
Firebase
if
user.
it's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. So let's see what this does. No user.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm logged in.
Now refresh.
No
No user.
user.
Huh.
So I
Okay.
wonder if I don't have a user because it's asynchronous and I don't even have like a Firebase auth yet.
It's possible.
So what if I do this? Whoop, that's not what that does.
Oh, I think my picture's gone. I see a cloud.
Oh, sorry.
It's a pretty picture.
Yeah. All right. Refresh.
All right, there I am. Okay, so no user still.
So there's okay. It didn't say. Oh, it did say it. Okay. Um. Okay. I bet you that's not what this is for.
Okay.
The recommended way to get the current users by setting an an observer on the auth object.
Oh, it's like the on auth state. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're looking. Okay.
By using an observer, you ensure the auth object isn't an intermediate state. When you use sign in with redirect, that waits for that. Re-authenticate a user. Oh, okay.
Oh, it looks like there is. Okay, so let me see if I can send this link to you.
Okay.
Of course, I can't send it in Twitch, so I'll send it to you in
Discord.
Yeah.
Aha.
Yeah. Yeah, so it looks like we have to set something, but I'm not exactly sure where.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So it looks like maybe before we call that sign in function,
Mm-hmm.
we have to call the set persistence first.
Okay.
So which one do we
Okay,
want?
so
Session
local
or
indicates the
local?
state will be persisted even though the browser window is closed, or the activity is destroyed in React. Oh, this is React Native. I wonder if that matters. Okay,
Probably not.
that sounds like what we want. This
Yeah.
indicates the state will only persist in the current session or tab. Nope. Indicates that the state will only be stored in memory and will be cleared when the window. Okay, so I think we want local.
Okay.
Okay, I see. So we call the sign in with whatever, and after this promise resolves or whatever. Okay.
Yep.
I wonder if we should turn this into an observable or just use async await or just keep it as a promise.
Um, I feel like we should kind of be consistent with Angular.
Yeah.
So I think an observable
Okay.
is what we should use. Or yeah.
I wonder if I can just do this.
Um, I don't. I don't know that you want to. Okay. Oh, so that's
Oops.
so the whatever you pass into of, that's a promise.
No, whatever. Well, okay, so of is observable of or from. Essentially, it turns whatever you pass into it into an observable.
Okay.
So
But isn't that a
this,
function? That's really a promise, right? That you're passing in.
yeah, this is a promise.
Okay.
Um,
So then that converts it into an observable.
yeah. So
Okay.
this dot catch becomes, what is this? Is this the subscribe? Yeah. Okay.
Should the catch come after? Oh, okay. I thought you were going to map or wrap the sign in with pop up in a map.
Um,
and then we would leave the caller to authenticate to call subscribe, like they would call subscribe,
We could
which
do that. Do we want to do that?
I don't know.
I don't think I
I
care.
feel like it could work, but because like otherwise, who's cleaning up the subscribe?
The service can. I think I've got the wrong number of parens. Hold on. Okay, so of pipe catch.
And does it even matter if we clean up
Oh,
the subscriptions?
I'm I'm not sure. Um, in a
Like I feel
singleton
like
service,
mhm.
I want to say Angular cleans up like normal HTTP subscriptions, but I don't know if this counts as one.
Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, you know what? This
Well,
is a promise too. Um,
so uh, hmm. This guy's saying to use the from. Excuse me. You could use the from
is that what?
operator,
Okay.
and that would convert a promise into an observable.
Okay. I wasn't sure if there was a specific thing for promises or if you could just use of. Creates an observable from an array-like object, a promise, an iterable. Huh, okay. Where?
Because if you use of, I think whatever you pass into it
Hmm.
is going to be passed into the pipe or the
Okay, it
subscribe.
doesn't resolve
Right.
the promise. It just becomes a promise, or it's passed
The
as a
parameter
promise.
is the promise.
Okay, I got you.
So yeah.
Okay, so we're calling set persistence, turning it into an observable.
Yep.
If there's an error, we log it, and then we subscribe to it. And then in there, we're calling sign in with pop-up. If there's an error, um, if there's an error, we log it, and then we subscribe to it. And then in here, we do login user.
Yep.
So you're saying you want whoever calls this to.
Whoever calls it should call subscribe because I mean we've got is that
Oh,
two subscribes in there? No, three. So I feel like we should just call one subscribe once and have the caller just clean it all up.
okay. So top bar is what calls it.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that. Okay, so since this returns an observable, we need to merge map.
So
Oh,
why can't we just call map?
because map doesn't wait for the result of the inner or the like later thing to resolve before returning. So if you have an observable that okay, so let's say how can I explain this easily? You've got observable A, and then when that
Mm-hmm.
completes, you want observable B to resolve or to execute, right? And
Okay.
then when that completes, you want the listener who's subscribing to the whole thing, you want it to do something, right? So it's subscribing and then it does something. Okay,
Yep.
so if you just do a map of observable A, and you
Mm-hmm.
call observable a dot map, and then you execute observable B. What'll happen is observable A will execute, and then it'll return. It'll like call observable B, but it won't wait for it to resolve before returning to the subscriber.
So even if you return observable B from the map.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can return an observable from the map.
Okay.
Or maybe you can, but it doesn't wait for it. I think it executes it
Okay.
and returns. I'm not. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can try it. Hold on. There's
Yeah, because like I feel like didn't we have some code where basically we would execute the HTTP get or post, and then we would pipe it to a map, which would then kind of transform the results and return it, and then the
Yep,
subscriber would then get those results back.
right. But the part that's transforming the result or whatever, that's not asynchronous.
Oh, right. That's true.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break these up into functions because this is pretty gross,
Mhm.
all the like from and pipes and shit. So I'm gonna break these
Yeah.
up so that each one just returns an observable, and then
Okay.
and then it'll be less gross, I think.
Sure. Okay.
um,
That's fine.
okay, so this guy, why? Oh, I'm not even outside of my function yet. That's how gross this is. I can't tell where I am. One. Oh, and I can't format it properly because I have the wrong number of parens somewhere.
Oh, geez.
Okay, so this one, is this good? Pipe from, I think this one's good. So let's make another one.
Okay.
Sign in. Okay, and then this is going to do this. Holy shit. I'm gonna. Okay. So now I may have the wrong number of parens here. Oh, because I'm subscribing. Let me get rid of this real quick. Or
I think this, couldn't you map it
yes.
and then return 54 without the subscribe?
54. You don't have to return it. Oh.
But I think we should bubble up the subscribe or
I don't
no?
think that'll work because we're returning an observable.
Mm-hmm.
So I think actually this needs to be a merge map because and then we need to not subscribe to this. We need to return it
Okay.
because then like the result of this is what ultimately is subscribed to at the end of the chain.
Okay.
Okay, so let me finally do this. Okay. Okay. All right, so we are calling this set persistence provider. Where's provider used? Oh, it's used in here. Okay.
You just want to move that into sign in.
Yeah. Okay. So this now returns an observable. We'll just make it an any. Okay. Okay. And then Now we're going to call sign in. Okay, so here we're good. This returns an observable, or it will eventually.
Mhm.
Okay, so then this says this is an observable from here, and we're piping, and we're catching an error. So this needs to return an observable now. So this initially is an observable. We're catching any
Yep.
errors, and then this needs to return an observable. Okay, and then this just does that. And I think that's it.
Okay. So how did you get so good with observables?
I had to do it a lot.
Oh.
I struggled
Okay.
through it a bunch, and then
Yeah. All right.
I'm sure there's still things that I'm doing wrong or like not optimally, but
Yeah.
like this is what I figured out works.
Yeah. I feel like I've just like barely scratched the surface of observables. I mean, I've been working with them for like what, almost 2 years.
Yeah,
But
it, I learned a lot when I had to do actually the authentication for our app at work because so like the user is logged in and then we have to like load up all their various pieces of data and then from that data we have to load other data and then then we have to like trigger the rest of the app to know that the user's been loaded and yada yada yada. And so like all of that
yeah.
like chaining and stuff. I ended up doing I want to say fork joins for most of it. So like you make all these observables, or some of it I had to do like that. Some of it I had to do it a different way, just depending on what made sense. But
Mm.
so after saying all
Oh,
that, hopefully this actually works, and I haven't just made a fool of myself.
yes.
Okay, so
Your
top bar,
reputation is on the line.
yep, top bar is calling this whole thing,
Okay.
and we're doing this so that.
Dot push.
Oh yes, thank you. So the idea is now this all gets cleaned up when top bar is destroyed.
Yep.
So I think theoretically that should work, assuming this is real. Set persistence. Oh, and session isn't what we wanted, right? We
No, we
wanted
want local.
local.
So then we'll have to see if when we refresh, if we have the current user.
Yeah, but we still have to do something for that, right? Because so
I
does
think
that mean
I think
because
like
we're
after
not
the
calling
initialize
sign in,
app.
we have to tell it to like find the user. Are you saying that that maybe the Firebase.auth dot
Yep.
current like this will exist now because we did
Yep.
this previously?
Yeah.
Okay.
That is my bet.
Okay. So let me oopsies. Let me do this again.
Sure.
Ah,
I think. Oh, there we go. Never mind. That's kind of weird. Like when you changed screens,
mhm.
then my image also went away,
Yeah. It's
and
because I
then
accidentally
after you went,
it's because I hit
when you
Windows
went,
D. Because on my
okay,
Mac, Windows D is delete line. On my
okay,
Windows box, Control D is delete line. And Windows D on Windows minimizes everything. So your webcam is in Discord, which is on my other monitor. So when I minimize everything, then you just see my background, my desktop.
okay, and then that's also why my picture slides back in instead
Yep.
of just pops back in.
Yep.
Got it.
Okay, so let's go back to localhost.
All right, this is gonna work
All
first
right,
time.
so we have no user right now. I'm going to call login. Boom. So this is already a good sign that we popped this up. That means
Yeah.
we called persist or whatever that was.
Yep.
So I'm logged in. So
Okay.
now I'm going to refresh the browser.
Oh.
Did not work. But my whole like observable chain seems to have worked because we're successfully logging in.
Yep, that's true.
I'm gonna call that a victory. All right. So what is this
So I
now?
wonder if maybe add that timeout back in
Oh, you
just to
think?
see if, yeah,
Is
like
it
maybe you were on the
making a
right track.
call? Well,
It could
maybe
be.
okay. Maybe there's some better documentation for like what actually we do.
Nah, who needs documentation?
So it says initially the SDK will check if an authenticated user is passed or is exists.
Oh, I think either my internet is choppy or yours is.
Probably not mine. I have fiber and it's very solid. Typically.
Yeah, I'm on a 56K dial-up modem.
I know.
Seems like it sometimes.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so
So, um,
you want to add the set timeout
yeah, sure.
just to see?
No user. I'm gonna fix this real quick. What's happening here? Fetch events is being called. Okay, so we're at dashboard, but the user's not logged in. Um, should I just, if there's no cached user, don't do anything?
Um, we don't have a guard service, do we?
No. Do we? I don't think so.
So I feel like we should have a guard service for that.
Yeah, we don't have any guards.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I guess for now, uh, in the dashboard,
Yeah.
do we want the dashboard component or is dashboard calendar? I forget.
Dashboard has calendar in it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I could say, I don't want to have to link in like,
I know.
I'm just gonna put it right here.
Okay, that's fine. Maybe we should add a card to come back and clean that up.
Yeah. Okay. Um, add guards to routes. Okay. All right. So we did a set timeout that didn't do anything. So
Let's
I don't
see.
understand how you tell Firebase like look for a logged in user.
Right. Yeah. What if we should look for examples with this
Separate
remember me?
systems. Yeah. Oops.
Do we need to register with the on auth state change?
Maybe.
Why don't we set up a listener and just console log or
Okay.
something?
Yeah. Uh, I'll just put it right here.
Yeah.
Okay, something like that.
Mhm.
Okay, so bam, we already got it.
So that's the trick.
Okay, all right, coolio. So I'm gonna get rid of this timeout.
Mhm.
Okay, so um,
So I think the on-auth state changed. That should fire the login user on 66.
yeah.
And then we probably don't even need that whole pipe. The 58 on down.
Okay, 50. Oh, I see. Interesting. Okay, probably. Yeah. That's easy.
Yeah.
I wonder if
So
this
32,
makes any sense anymore.
probably not.
Yeah, I think this
I
just
think
transitions
32 we
from
need to
this
subscribe, don't we?
32.
And we can't return it.
Yes.
So then
Yeah.
we won't be able to clean up the observable.
Right. Does this
Which,
belong in Firebase service init, or should this be in like app component? Or wait.
I mean, I feel like it is part of the Firebase stuff, so it should be here.
Yeah. Maybe this should trigger an event or like a,
Okay.
a subject, and
Yeah,
then
I like
user
that.
service should subscribe to it.
Yep, I like that.
Okay. So
Is it a subject or an event emitter?
I want to say it's a subject because event emitters, I
Okay.
think.
So I think isn't subject specific to RxJS, whereas event emitter is Angular.
I don't recall. I want to
I could
say
be
event
completely
emitters are
wrong.
specifically for. Um, yeah, there we go.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think we ought to use the subject.
Okay.
Um,
It should be like, yeah. Okay.
okay. And then this guy. So now, hmm, user service is going to import Firebase service. I wonder if that could be trouble.
Um, do
We're
we?
not using user service anymore, so we
Yeah,
don't
I
have a
would get rid
server
of it. Okay,
dependency.
definitely get rid of it.
Is that gross to do? Should we have like a third party that, or maybe we just cross that
No,
bridge when we get to it, I guess?
yeah, I think it's fine.
Okay. So I'll just do this in the constructor. Um, all right. Login user actually takes a user, but this is a Firebase user, right? Not a user.
Right. But I think the fields kind of overlap, right? So I think it's still going to work.
Okay. Um,
It is weird though that it's two separate types.
Yeah.
And we could change it.
I don't
Just
know.
create like a temporary variable or something and map it over.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get to that
Yeah,
someday.
that's fine. That's fine.
Okay. Um, so theoretically, we should be good to go.
I think so. Let's try it. We're still not cleaning up the subscribe. Like I was
Yeah.
thinking that you would put that in app component.
Oh, put this in app component?
Yeah,
That would be a good way of keeping Firebase service out of user service.
yeah, yeah. I thought that's what you said initially, but
Oh,
I
okay.
must have heard wrong.
Maybe that's a good way to go. I did mention something like that.
Yeah.
Is that a weird thing to have in app component? Should it be in top bar? Because
Um,
no, I think it
I don't
makes
think
it easy.
so.
Okay, I'm gonna put it in app
Yeah, I think it
component.
should be an app component because that's like the whole application.
Okay.
And top bar is like, I don't know, doesn't really seem to have a whole lot to do with login apart from the
Yeah.
action being there.
Dang it. um,
Yep.
oopsies.
Oh yeah. Okay.
What's the problem here?
You need to subscribe.
Oh yes. I need to get rid of this subscribe, and then put one out here.
That just seems it looks really weird. I don't know why. Like we're so like if
So the push is taking a subscription. So this whole thing
right.
needs to be a subscription, and then this pipe merge map parens.
Is it only going to listen to it once though?
What do you mean?
So like the auth state changed event fires once.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to trigger, but then will it be cleaned up? So if it triggers again, it won't listen to it.
Well, it gets cleaned up on destroy.
Oh right. Okay. And okay. And the app component lives around the whole life of the app.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. Finally got my shit together here. I think
Yeah.
that's good. So
Did you get rid of Firebase service init from what was it? User service, or where did we call it before?
I think top. I think that's it.
Okay, great.
Okay. Okay. Let's see what
Is
we have
this
left.
a beer moment?
Yep. I don't have one with me though, so
That's too bad.
I'm gonna
I'll
clear my
send you one.
cache. Oh, well,
Did it work?
it did. Although, okay,
Nice.
right. I logged out, but I didn't log out of Google. I logged out of our application,
Okay.
and then refresh the page, and I'm back in.
Okay.
So now
So
we
now
have to
log
log
out.
out.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So if I just refresh,
That's awesome.
okay. But this is broken now. The if user cache user fetch events. I think this was too slow, so we missed the fetch events. So I
Oh,
wonder if
right.
we could just get rid of it. No, it has to listen for like user loaded event or whatever, and then fetch the events. I think that's what has to happen.
Okay. Sure.
So in here, if there's no user, do we have an event on user
I
service?
thought we had on
We don't.
login.
Oh, we do. Okay, on login.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Boom. Refresh. Boom.
Yep.
Nice.
Don't
Smart.
forget to clean up that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Cool.
Okay. So next we want to do logout.
I think so.
Okay. Do we have a separate card for that? We don't.
So yeah, we do.
Do we?
I thought we did.
Nope. Or
Oh. Well, we did fix that first card in interview.
yeah. Okay.
That's done.
Nice. Wow. Doing done. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So let's do logout. There was some documentation here.
I think it's just called sign out.
Yeah, I think so too. Well, I think it was in this one. Where did I see this? Was it in this one? Nope. Was it in this one? Systems, no.
I think it's under the auth. I'm Googling it.
Okay.
Let's see. Auth sign out. Yeah, it is called sign out.
Okay.
And it returns a promise.
Okay.
So I think we can just kind of go with that.
Can you send me the link? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh, it's wow, it's super
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So let's just make a function for it, just like the other ones, so we can wrap it
Yep.
prettier.
Mm-hmm. Should be public. Because we're going to call sign out from another place, right?
Okay. Yeah. At some point, we'll figure out what the types are for all these things.
Well, I think private for set persistence and sign in makes sense because those are being wrapped by authenticate, which is being called by top bar. And then top bar will also call this sign out function as well.
Okay.
So I think these are fine.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're
I mean the
talking about
eddies.
the types of. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's okay. Okay. I was just curious why this one isn't a function, but I don't know. I guess it works.
Why? Which one isn't a
This
function?
Firebase.auth here is not a function.
Oh, maybe because it's a type.
Okay.
I don't know.
I don't know
That's a
either.
good question.
Okay,
It's the
so we're
same
calling
on.
sign out. We turn it into an observable.
Yep.
So in here, log out. Okay, so we need to sign out of Google, and then when that's done, we call logout.
Yep.
Do we want Firebase service to call user service logout, or do we want to keep them separate somehow? Maybe just this guy takes care of it.
Yeah, I
Or
think
wait,
maybe.
no. On will it automatically get caught in here? Does it
Yeah,
trigger
I
Firebase
think
auth
it would.
exchange with no user? I bet
Yeah.
that's what happens.
Yep.
Okay.
So
So
if there is no user, then we do the logout.
yeah. Okay, so we don't need to call this. This gets called in here, probably.
Oh, okay, right.
Is this a... Nope. Okay. So let's just do this. Something like that. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Logout. You provided undefined where stream was expected. Merge maps, new
Okay.
Firebase service. Oh, what are we doing? Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, interesting.
Why would it do
So
that?
we're manually calling this subject with whatever is passed in here.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought like null would be okay here. Oopsies.
Yeah.
Also, I'm
Gonna put in any type. Oh, yeah, that works too.
so
Hmm.
let's put a breakpoint in there and just see what's happening here. Okay, so we got a user. This isn't updated. Let me refresh real quick. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Did I not save? It's saved.
Well, you need to log out, right?
No. The code isn't updated. I added a type.
Oh, that is interesting. You want to check your server or yeah, whatever is running.
It says it
The
compiled.
was the watchers.
Yeah. Maybe I need to clear my cache.
Maybe.
Nope. Is it like a weird source map thing? I don't know. I guess it doesn't matter. All right, so I run it out. We have a user. So now I'm going to log out. User is null.
Users no.
And it doesn't like calling next with null. I guess, that's weird. I would have thought you could pass like any value.
Huh.
Pipe, merge map, user.
Do we need to put I don't know if it would support it, but the subject, do we need to put like a question mark after the type instead of the diamond
Maybe.
operator?
Yeah, that might be a thing.
It's like firebase.user question mark.
User?
I was thinking on line 10, like you have subject.
Oh, I see.
I don't
I
know if
don't
that.
think you can do that.
No, okay.
But I wonder if we can do like, I wonder if we can do that.
Maybe. So can we Google that message?
Yeah.
Oops, not undefriend.
I think normally you can do that with a subject, but I'm calling merge map, and maybe it doesn't like that.
Hmm.
Um, I wonder if I can do this. Where am I? Firebase service. I seem to recall having a scenario like this before. I think it just needs
Yeah.
something in there.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, it does seem familiar. I just don't remember what the fix was.
if user. Ugh, this is gross. I'm sure there's going to be a better way to do this, but I want to make it go right now.
Why is it or Boolean?
I wanted to provide a value. I could have put in like an empty object, but then this would fail. So I figured if I make it a Boolean and I just set it to false, then I can keep using this if.
Oh God.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a better way to
Yeah.
do it,
That,
but I just wanted to.
okay. Yep. That's fine.
Okay. Oh, it says I can provide an observable, a promise, array, or iterable.
So do we
Um,
always? No. I was gonna say, do we always want to pass in, like, wrap the user in an array?
maybe.
But that'd be kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't remember how I fixed this previously.
Hmm.
I mean, okay, so one thing we could do is we could have a separate subject for logging out.
I don't. Well, okay.
So here we know user's either undefined or user. So we could
Hmm.
say, if it's a user, then we trigger this and we rename this to like user loaded. And then we have another one for user unloaded and trigger
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
We could
Let's
do
do
that.
that.
Okay.
Hmm.
All right, let me rename this. Is that
That should have worked. That's weird.
replace all? What the hell?
All right. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Okay. All right. And then are these names too similar? Is that confusing?
No, I'm fine with it.
Oops.
You can get rid of the. Oh yeah. Okay. You're all over it.
I am. Okay, so
You could also get rid of the param on line 27.
okay, thank you.
Why was that erroring?
It's a map. Because oopsies. Because logout doesn't return an observable.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There we go. That looks a little better, right?
Hmm.
That's not too bad. So when the user's loaded, we log in the user. When the user's unloaded, then we log out the user.
Okay.
Okie doke. And then in here, seems good. All right, let's see how she do. So already we're triggering logout user for some reason.
No, I think there's something weird.
With my breakpoint, that could be.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna log in. We are logged in. I'm gonna refresh. We loaded our user. I'm gonna log out.
refresh.
Okay. Oh, and refresh, right? Nice. And then
Cool.
log in. Nice. All right. I think we did it.
Awesome. High five. Yeah.
There we go. Okay.
Cool. Well, it is about that time. So,
Alrighty. I think we're done with actual authentication, right?
except for the update user on login.
We got a card for that. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Okay.
Awesome. Good progress.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Awesome.
that's the stream for this week. We'll be back, probably next Monday at 7 again? 7 p.m. Central?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Be sure to
Cool.
check us out on YouTube if you want to see our old streams. Our channel name is just Code Along Blog at YouTube.
Yeah. We have a link in the Twitch description too.
Yep. Alrighty. Take care.
All right. See ya.